Hi everyone, so it's time for July? Are we in July? No, not anymore, I guess, actually. So, hello, hey, filming July favorites. My hair's back to dark. I used blue-black dye, which is normally what I use, but I guess I used really potent blue-black dye because it looked blue when I was on, and also my hair was blonde before, so I guess it's going to be a lot more blue. Like, it's totally blue. If I hold up something white next to it, you can totally tell it's blue, yeah? And or maybe black. Black next to it, it's totally blue. Which I'm kind of loving. You know, enjoy life, I guess, right? It's just hair. You can get rid of it. So, hello! I want to talk about July products. Some favorites, what I've been using. Some new stuff that I picked up. I've been trying to be really good about not buying stuff, and I did quite well for the majority of the time, but there's stuff that I did pick up that I needed for New York because I can't get it easily there. Let's start with the fact that I bought, I think, 12 bags of HEB brand cotton rounds. So HEB is a grocery store here in Texas. I think it's only certain parts of Texas too, I'm not quite sure. But these are the best cotton pads that I've ever used, and I'm very particular about my cotton pads. I do not like the Target brand ones because they're very linty and they don't hold together. A close second. Now mind you, I've never bought premium cotton before. Bought premium cotton before. I will buy some Shiseido ones sometime and try them out. I never purchased the Chanel ones. Swispers are the close second because they're kind of you know, they're sturdy as well, but the HEB ones are my absolute favorite because they are actually stitched around the edge so they do not fall apart. They're hard to even tear apart to begin with, and they don't drink up a lot of product. I feel like they're actually hydrophobic in a way because they don't really absorb much of the product at all. So you use less toner and less of your exfoliants and that sort of thing, which I am looking for. So, and they sometimes have like buy two, get the third one free or whatever. I don't remember what sale they were having when I went, if I got them, if I even got a sale, but I bought lots of them. So that should last me probably maybe a year, 8 months or so. I use lots of cotton pads. So, right, so then I also got my Borghese Clarified Toner. I actually ended up buying 3 of them. I bought 2 initially, and then I opened one of them because I finished another one, and so I have 2 backups for New York, and then I have one that I'm working on right now that I still have a lot left of. So these are huge 8.4 ounce bottles, so it takes a lot to really finish one up, but I do go through them, so I guess if that says anything. Also, Sonia Kashuk Sponge and Brush Cleanser, or Brush and Sponge Cleanser. My favorite brush cleaner. I like that it comes in a spray bottle, unlike some of them, which are maybe a similar color, but are not in a spray bottle. It does not have any alcohol in it, so it doesn't dry the brushes out, but I do clean a lot of my brushes with alcohol as well, especially if they're synthetic, because it's fine, but I'll do like a spritz of this and then a spritz of alcohol to disinfect and also get the brushes clean, because I find alcohol doesn't clean them that well. It doesn't cleanse them well, it gets them clean and disinfected. Anyway, I love this stuff. So they only had one when I went to the Target, so I might try and swing by a different Target and get another backup, because this will only last me a few months at the most. So I did try this, the Japonesque Makeup Brush Cleanser, which I think is similar to Korean Spirit. This leaves like not an oily residue, but just like a synthetic oily residue. I think it's because there's the paraffin in there and silicone. And also there's alcohol, but it does get them extremely clean, but I then have to go after with a different brush cleanser to get the residue off, so that's kind of a hassle and it ruins the point. This little size is like $6 too, so I was like, I needed something, but I don't know, maybe I'll get a bigger size. I did like it, did get them clean, but who knows. And then I bought something, I just was itching to do it. And the reason I decided to get it was because I got a good deal on it. So I ordered from, I think it's LookFantastic, and I have a friend named Sarah on Instagram. I'll put her username below. She's the one who sent me the Clarins cleansing cream, which was really cool. And I feel like my tripod is not balanced. I don't know. She said, I asked her where she bought her La Roche-Posay CeraZinc because it's hard to get your hands on for whatever reason. And she told me LookFantastic, and so I tried to order one and they wouldn't they say they can't ship to the United States because it's aerosol. It had to only be ground, and of course, you know, they're a United Kingdom based company. LookFantastic is, so, you know, it would make sense. But I found that they had the Omorovicza. I will never learn how to say it. Their cleansing foam. So, okay, it's a foam, right? First of all, you're thinking, what the hell are you doing? And I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing? This is a cleansing foam that does not strip the skin at all. It actually is, as far as ingredients goes, it starts with water, the Hungarian thermal water, and then it's glycerin, and then there's a coconut-derived emulsifying agent. So, totally doesn't strip the skin. It's totally nice in the morning. It's nice as a second cleanse. It smells good. It smells like the Omorovicza stuff. I love it. So this is a good big tube, because I tend to use a lot of cleanser at a time, and so the only size that I had was a small 1 ounce. And, you know, I use a lot of cleanser, so I was worried that I was going to run out of it. But I ended up paying $60 for this, and it retails for $80. I don't know how they're able to do it, and they did free international shipping. So I don't know how they did it, but they did it. So I'm going to save this and open this once I get to New York, because I just don't really have room in my bathroom right now, and I'm really trying to, like, use stuff up, so we'll see. Then at TJ Maxx, I went because I'm looking for stuff for my apartment. We got an apartment. We haven't signed the lease yet, but we put our deposit down and everything. And so I'm going to be living with my friend. So I was looking for apartment stuff, you know, like rugs and sheets and that sort of thing. So we went to TJ Maxx, and they had some pretty good skincare stuff. I was a little surprised. They had some Ole Henriksen stuff. They had a few cool things. Some Elizabeth Arden, some Shiseido. They had the Bioperformance eye cream for $30, which was insane. We ended up going to Marshall's too, and they had Kat Berkey stuff. I was like, what the hell? You can only get this at Space and K. What am I... Anyway, so TJ Maxx, they had these, which I had been wanting to try these. I saw them on Amazon one time, and they, turns out, discontinued them. So we got them at TJ Maxx for $4. They're the St. Ives Exfoliating Pads, and so I got 2 of them. Because they were $4. I could buy 2 for the price of 1. Why wouldn't I? You get 60 pads, and these are lactic acid based pads. So there's no glycolic, there's no salicylic. It's water, lactic acid, glycerin, vitamin E, apricot extract, and then there's no alcohol in here. There are some citrus extracts like lemon, orange, sugar cane, sugar maple, but there's no alcohol, and there is minimal fragrance. So if you are someone who has sensitivity to glycolic or salicylic, but you want to keep exfoliating, this could be a way to go. I used it once. It smells good. It smells citrusy. It smells like shampoo. The pads are extremely thin, so they're not as nice as the First Aid Beauty pads or the Zelens pads or the Radical pads, but they were good. I liked them, so now I have 2 of them, so that'll be good. Speaking of pads, the Radical pads, I have a few of these, and I tried these for the first time I tried one. So good. You know when you use Bioderma or when you use a certain acid and you kind of feel like it's like bubbling a little bit around your nose, but it's not bubbling in the way of like baking soda, but you can feel it kind of fizzling a little bit around your nose. That's what I got with this, and I was like, yeah, that's doing something. It wasn't burning, it wasn't stinging, I didn't feel minty or fresh or anything, so it's not like there's, you know, a bunch of irritants on your skin, but I think it just works quite well. There are citrus extracts in here, so keep that in mind. There is a touch of alcohol, but it's fairly low on the list comparatively. It's water, aloe juice, glycolic, butylene glycol, then there's alcohol. And then I think there's salicylic in here as well, lower on the list. And there's resveratrol. There's lots of good things in here. So once I use up these and I finish my First Aid Beauty pads, I think I will be purchasing the Radical pads. It is expensive. You do get, I think you can get 90 pads for $70 or something. I don't know. It's not an awful value, but they are kind of expensive. So we'll do that eventually. So there is that. Then I wanted to talk to you about my inbox in a shoebox, because I've been really good about using stuff up. I really have. Which is my, like, way of saying, yeah, I'll be able to buy stuff after I use stuff up. So let's see. Finished my Borghese toner, like I mentioned. Finished a CeraVe. Now, to be fair, this was already, like, halfway through when I got home. So I love that stuff. Mario Badescu Glycolic Acid Toner. I actually just poured this out because it was totally expired because they have 0 preservatives in here at all. And it's just too harsh. Anyway, there's too much grapefruit in there for me. There's the little radical that I used up. Finished the Acure Cell Stimulating Body Wash. I liked this, but apparently there's the preservative system in here does not keep your products safe. Like, it doesn't keep them preserved effectively. So, worried about that. Then I finished 2 Estee Lauder products. The Hydrationist Moisture Barrier Fortifier. I liked this. I wouldn't repurchase it. They also don't make it anymore, so that's why I wouldn't repurchase it. Finally finished my Nutritious Radiant Vitality Essence Oil. I have another one of these in New York as a backup. I love this stuff. It doesn't work well with other products that have some silicones in them because there is silicone in here, and that's, I think, what helps make it so thin, because it's not truly an oil. It's a blend of oils and stuff and silicones and water and that thing. So you have to be careful it doesn't layer so well over some products, but I do like it. And I finished a Brow Wiz, and I'm worried because the Brow Wiz that I have right now is almost through. I have a backup in New York, like a full-sized, like a brand new one that I haven't opened yet, but I'm a little worried that I'll run out before I get home. And then I finished up the Chanel Eau Douceur. Well, I have like 1 use left. This is good. I wouldn't repurchase it. It's okay. A little strong on the fragrance, even for Chanel. Like, it's like very cloying. So there's that. I'll throw those out. And there's a lot of other stuff that I've almost finished up with. Like, I've almost finished the Acure Clove and Orange, whatever, body lotion. I've almost finished my Paula's Choice BHA body lotion. Excuse me, that I'll have to repurchase quite soon. Probably before I go back, I'll purchase one. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is this, which I picked up when I was picking up my cotton pads. It's the Gold Bond Strength and Resilience, Proteins and Lipids, whatever, for aging and mature skin. I love this stuff. Okay, so there's petrolatum in here, just as a side note. Keep that in mind. But it's water, urea, glycerin, dimethicone, jojoba esters. Then there's the petrolatum. So the urea, I think, is about 10% in here. So urea is almost the same in its effect as an acid, like an alpha hydroxy acid or a beta hydroxy acid. So it really helps to kind of eat away all the dead skin. So I've noticed my skin has really gotten smoother and softer by using this, and not in like an artificial way of like, oh, my skin feels smooth because there's silicone on it, but it feels smoother like actually when I'm in the shower and I'm smoothing it, it feels like, oh my gosh, my skin's softer and smoother. And I think what makes this stand out is there are a bunch of plant extracts. There's aloe in here, there is apple extract, watermelon extract, bisabolol, I will never be able to say that one. There's panthenol, vitamin E, there's lentil extract, there's ginger extract, no fragrance, sodium lactate. So it's quite good. It does leave this like slightly Vaseline feel on your skin, not in any way that would be completely a turnoff for most people, because I cannot stand the feel of like petrolatum on my skin. On my body at least. It does just kind of feel like there's like this film former on it, and that's, you know, give or take, but for a few dollars this was a great buy, and I'm really happy with this. It really does leave the skin quite hydrated, so, and it's inexpensive, which I'm a fan of course. And then yeah, so that's everything. I think I will talk to you guys soon. I've got a lot of good videos coming up for you already, so be looking out for those. And I'll talk to you guys soon. There's my dog shaking. Yeah, okay, bye.